My beautiful Aquarius, I hope everybody is doing wonderful this day. And I am going to go ahead and get into a timeless energy reading for you guys. I want you to please take the messages that resonate with you and leave the rest out. And let's go ahead and get started. Thank you for being here. And let me know where you're tuning in from. What's your sun, moon, or rising? And let's see what Spirit wants to share with you guys. So 5 of Swords as the first card showing up in the reading. And I already feel like there could be this sense of distress. The 5 of Swords is an energy that talks about having to win at all costs. So it could feel like there's a huge pressure on your shoulders. It could feel like others get things a lot easier than you. It could feel like you might be feeling a bit isolated, maybe feeling like you got to watch your back. This is a very interesting card, right? Because it does show that people are willing to win at all costs. And there's not only one person here, there's 2 people in the card. So it could be that you're not the person that's really willing to go to those measures, but it could be that you are around someone that is willing to go to those measures, and that can be causing a lot of stress, you know? So this is an interesting energy. It shows conflict. It shows just simply being in a state of distress. And we have here the 4 of Pentacles as your hindering and crossing energy. So this could be hindering or this could be a good energy. So the good energy or the good side of this is that the 4 of Pentacles focuses on protecting yourself and protecting your foundation. The bad thing about this card, though, is that it could feel like you are not willing to budge or to release what it is that you're used to because you might fear that you won't get the same or better in return. So it kind of makes you feel stuck. It kind of makes you feel like, oh, I don't want to move forward because I don't want to let this go. Like, let's say if it's a job, I can't quit my job. I can't find another job that pays me the same. You know what I mean? It's kind of being stuck in that mentality that what you have is as good as it's going to get. The past energy, you have here the Judgment, which means that you have received the revelation about this situation. There's something that you have gotten very clear about. It could be the situation. It could be an internal desire of yours. It could be that maybe you're just simply unhappy. Maybe there's something that you have come to terms with within yourself that is telling you this is a breakthrough. It's time to change this. And maybe we have hope that the situation gets better, but with the 5 of Swords, it's showing that it's obviously not improving, okay? Near future energy, you have here the Hierophant. And this is about calling in your higher wisdom, knowing your values, your non-negotiables, knowing what it is that you truly believe in. And this is also about following your moral compass. So there is an ask of strong discernment from your part. Why is the situation a part of your life if you are not happy, if you are feeling attacked, if you are feeling like you got to watch your back? Granted, some situations are going to simply take time for you to be able to get out of them, right? Let's say if this is a job, you can't just abandon your job if you're not financially prepared. That's for sure. But the Hierophant is asking you to make the shifts from within. So if you know that this is something that's bothering you, if you know that this is something that is hindering you, that is hurting you, that is suppressing you, the Hierophant is asking you, so we know that this is an issue. Now, what is your heart telling you on how you need to move forward, right? So despite of all of the restrictions that you might have, what is it that you would like your outcome to be, and get clear with that, okay? We have here the outcome. Oh, I love this. You have the 2 of Wands. So we start planning. I love this. It's exactly what I was just talking about. This is about planning. This is about seeing what's out there. The globe here in the image. She is looking out the window with her 2 wands, holding one wand in her hand. There's a path that you need to take. There is a moment where you need to make this decision. And right now, at the outcome of this reading, you might not be ready to make that decision, but you're doing the proper research. You're doing the proper planifications. You are getting informed. You're seeing what else is out there for you. And that, my loves, is the first step in the right direction, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this 5 of Swords. Why is this 5 of Swords here for Aquarius? Queen of Pentacles. So 5 of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is asking you to take a moment and take a step back, okay? Even though you might want to prove that you're right, even though you might want to go head to toe with someone that you know is orchestrating behind you, the Queen of Pentacles is saying move discreetly and move with strong intention. Do not share your plans with anybody, and understand that you have enough to make ends meet, meaning metaphorically, right? Meaning that you have the wisdom, you have the tools, you have the skill to get out of the situation, but there is a level of discreetness and being behind the scenes that needs to come with that. Okay, so this is about patience. The Fool, new cycle, new beginning, new opportunity. There's going to be a time where the leap of faith, or where you can take the leap of faith, right? But it requires for you to have that patience, that working behind the scenes and protecting your energy, so that way when you're ready, you are ready, okay? You have here Knight of Swords. This might come a lot faster than you think. The Knight of Swords is a messenger, and this messenger comes with a strong message very fast. This is kind of like a catalyst energy that makes things speed up, okay? So this is not going to last as long as you may think. This is going to come, the shift might come a lot faster than you think, okay? So let's get into this Four of Pentacles that's blocking you. Four of Pentacles as the block or the crossing energy. We have here Seven of Pentacles. So this is the card that really shows what the Four of Pentacles does not want to believe in, okay? You see how small this tree is, but how strong the roots are. Meaning that you will see something grow so tremendously if you shift your energy towards something that's actually worth the investment of energy. Now, the Four of Pentacles doesn't want you to do that. The Four of Pentacles wants you to stay in the same exact situation that you're at, because the devil that you know is better than the devil that you don't know. That's the mentality with the Four of Pentacles. But this energy with the Seven of Pentacles is showing that if you shift and you put, you know, your same effort, your same blood, sweat, and tears into something, it's going to actually materialize into something better. However, it requires a lot of dedication, it requires a lot of patience, and it requires a lot of confidence and faith and believing in yourself. That is very much the Queen of Pentacles energy. That is where you need to work in silence. That is when you need to be discreet, so you can let this materialize, let this manifest, let this grow, okay? And you have here Eight of Cups, because when you least expect it, you will be ready to walk away from the situation that is currently hindering you. So this will involve you walking away, but it is a matter of time. It is a matter of very much being strategic about this change, okay? Let's get into the Hierophant. Hierophant, what do we got? Hierophant, Ten of Cups, look at that. We talk about morals, we're talking about what's non-negotiable to you, what is the most important thing for you emotionally, mentally, spiritually. What are your non-negotiables? What are your values? This is Ten of Cups, okay? The Hierophant is telling you to evaluate what is your why, okay? What is your why? Why do you do the things that you do? What is it that motivates you? And if you're not following that, then that's when you need to follow your moral compass, which is your heart. And you have here the Six of Pentacles. This is where something gets balanced, because now you're finally putting your energy into something that really does resonate with you, okay? Two of Wands as the outcome, okay. Two of Wands as the outcome, and the Seven of Wands came flying out. And this is a card of making your own way. This is about establishing your boundaries, speaking out to when you think things are unfair to you. This is about protecting yourself. This is about not letting people sway you from your vision. This is a card of willpower, of determination, of putting up a fight, of the warrior within, okay? So this doesn't come with a lack of energy, guys. And then you have the Star. This is about believing in yourself. There's a lot of sense of not losing hope, faith, not losing your vision to the things that you deserve, to the things that you want. And right now, that Five of Swords can show this strong energy of being in distress and feeling like things are just this way, because you have that Four of Pentacles in the crossing energy. But Spirit is saying there's definitely more out there. Don't lose faith in that, okay? Last card, and we'll close out the reading for you, my beautiful Aquarius. Thank you for making it here with me. I appreciate you. Look at that, the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands in this specific time is showing up in reverse, okay? But this doesn't mean that things are not going to move forward. But like we said, there needs to be a level of planning, a level of knowing where it is that you're going. What is your strategy? This is about building a strategy, my loves. So that way you can get out of this really stressful situation that is not worthy of you, okay? So with that being said, please let me know if this reading resonated with you. If it did, I would appreciate if you like and subscribe to the channel. I would truly, truly love for you to be a part of my YouTube. And I will go ahead and close out the reading. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.